Hi Virgo, I hope you guys are well. Reading for you for the week of the 18th to the 24th. Astrologically, Sun is now moving into Gemini this week, and that's on the 20th. So it is the end of grounded, earthy Taurus season, and we move more into the season of the lovers. Okay, Mercury and Venus is already in the sign of Gemini. The Sun now moves into Gemini on the 21st, and it's there until the 21st of June. Sorry, on the 20th, and it's there until the 21st of June. On the 23rd, there is Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. And that leads us to the end of the week on the 23rd, where Mercury in Gemini will be squaring Neptune in Pisces. For me, a lot of this energy, the squaring, the Sun in Gemini and the Mercury in Gemini squaring Piscean energy is conversations that you may not want to have, that you might be dragged into force into having. Tuesday's energy, the Two of Swords, this is a lot of self-reflection. This is a lot of perhaps guards up on defense energy. And it's kind of getting into that thought space. Getting into the head, the crown chakra, the third eye space. More so than being really present on this earthy material realm like it is about in Taurus season. Wednesday we have the Page of Wands, and this is a message. This is a message coming forward. This is a message being brought forward to you. Could be from a fire sign, doesn't have to be. It does have a fiery disposition. So Virgo, you might be full of a lot of fire on Wednesday. There might be something that you need to communicate. Mercury is in Gemini, and this is really quick-witted, fun, flirty conversation. And I think with this fire element behind it, where you may feel like your defenses are up and you're actually like feeling the physical move from being very present in the whole body and very present here on this realm, you're now going back into the thought, the crown, the third eye. And it's almost a fun reminder. Wednesday is almost a fun reminder. Like, okay, it's okay to have fun. And you can do this, and you can do this the hard way, or you can do this, the tricky way, which it doesn't need to be. So let's get a card for Thursday, shall we? Let's get a card for Thursday. It is next week that we have the super lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius. But Thursday is when Saturn will be going in retrograde. And I don't want to talk too much about Saturn in retrograde because it does have to do with a lot to do with karma. And it's just one of those things. I guess it's going to be different for everybody. But I've been saying it for ages and ages and ages. Make sure you're doing the work and make sure you're keeping your business to yourself and you're not kind of overstepping the mark when it comes to other people. Be very aware of your boundaries in this time. Try not to overstep them is the general advice I can give anyone. This retrograde isn't necessarily going to be... this transit. Saturn retrograde in Aquarius until October 11th is a lot to do with karma, frankly speaking. So just as long as everyone's aware to keep their business to themselves and not to overstep the mark when it comes to causing other people hurt and harm, it's only going to come back around. Let's get a card for Saturn retrograding in Aquarius, or even Thursday. Thursday is when the Sun goes into Gemini. Let's get a card for the Sun going into Gemini. I asked for a card, not a whole bunch of cards. Let's get a card for Saturn. I keep saying Saturn in Aquarius. It's going to be a big transit. Let's get a card for Thursday, the Sun going into Gemini. Let's get a card for Thursday. Card for Friday. Okay, so Thursday, when the Sun goes into Gemini, I personally feel like this is finally like this emotional breakthrough This emotional intelligence that may have been needed for a while. Like, a lot of us have been very much about the body and being in the materialistic and what we can create and how fun it is. Everything is growing and everything's good again. I think there's going to be some sort of emotional breakthrough when the sun moves into Gemini. It's almost as if like repressed feelings and emotions that have kind of been lingering in this cerebral space. I just feel like on Wednesday some information comes through, and on Thursday, as the sun fully leaves Taurus and engages into Gemini, there's just emotional breakthroughs, and there's a need for emotional intelligence, and there is a need to perhaps really sit on your feelings, ride the ebbs and flows, really understand what it is you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Do everything that you can to protect what is yours. I've been saying that, and I will be saying it. The Tower card for Friday is a breakdown of conventions that you kind of was expecting because the foundation wasn't really built on firm ground. The Tower card is a brilliant card for me because it's finally like a break in the tough energy, and it's like, okay, things that needed to come down, things that were kind of holding up the wrong kind of things were in place. So on Friday, whatever conventions that need to be dismantled, let them. Come Saturday, there's a bit of conflict, especially around things that you know are yours. So Saturday, I would say, is a good day to hold your own, Virgo. Be very cognizant of the fact that you might have this defensive energy about you, and it is really because the seasons are changing and transits are as such. Like Saturn retrograde, there's no point in sugarcoating it. It's not going to be easy. But it is a lot to do with karma. So make sure that what you're doing karmatically is got a footprint that is clean as a whistle. Because, you know, universal laws are outside of our hands. Come Sunday, the Hermit card. Quiet reflection, pulling away from the crowd, the maddening crowd perhaps even, and just really illuminating the self. Taking a moment for the self, real deep soul searching. This is perhaps a season of superficiality, so do remind yourself to get grounded and come back to your own as and when you need to. The Hermit card is beautiful reassurance that at the end of the day, as difficult as things might feel, as difficult as though it may seem like everything is corrupt around you and there's a whole bunch of like roguery and concealment and disguise and the potential to be scared and operate from a place of fear, is going to be totally present. And this is why on Tuesday I'm saying get your mind right. Okay? Get your mind right. Make sure that your boundaries, everything that you hold sacred and dear is protected, and that you're willing to step up should you need to. Fight for what's yours, defending your own rights, okay? If you need to pull back, I say there will come times and I think it's the end of this week, there will come a time where you will feel like you need to pull back and you really need to engage in your own energy. And I just hope up until now, the work that we've been doing together has put you in a better position to be able to do so. Okay, there's no bells and whistles here for exactly this reason. Okay, these transits that we're going into are not going to be easy transits, and they're asking for the best of you. And it's weeks like this that remind you how quickly things can change and how quickly you have to be on your bit, and how quickly you have to have the right answer, and how quickly you have to be in a situation where you are protecting and defending your peace of mind at all times, how emotionally intelligent you have to be at this time, and how non-attached you have to be at this point with this matrix. And I keep saying it, and I keep saying it, and I keep saying it, right? We're going into the air signs. Sun in Gemini, Saturn in Aquarius. Come on. Get with the program. It's about your thoughts, okay? We go from the body, we go into the mind, we're going outside of the mind, we're going into the astral at this point, okay? And all of the material matrixy things that still need sorting out, this is the final purge. So cleanse it all out. Make sure that your defenses are like, and when I say defenses, all I mean is your boundaries. Where are your boundaries? Are your boundaries in place? Make sure your boundaries are in place. Make sure you're ready for this, breaking down of just unreasonable policing of your peace of mind. Okay, Virgo, a serious week. If you guys would like more If you guys need more, book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com. Otherwise, a lot's happening this week. I don't think we're going to be doing dailies, but I think we'll definitely do a reading for the Sun entering Gemini, and then we'll do another one for Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Everything else in between, guys, you know where to find me. I wish you guys a beautiful week. There's a lot that's going to be changing and shifting over the course of this week. And if you feel like it's too much that's changing, you know where to find us at the end of the day. I love you guys so much. Be strong this week. Have a beautiful week. And pray for each other. At the end of the day, we're all that we have for each other, okay? I love you guys so much. Take care.